guys, how you doing? Right, I hope everybody's alright. Hope you all had a good Christmas as well. And yeah, it's been fantastic having a bit of time, just to chill out, watch a lot of TV, watch a lot of movies, the usual kind of thing. I love Christmas, quality. But yeah, this video is basically just going to be a mixture of two different things. It's going to be a couple of pickups that I got before Christmas. I just bought a couple of games, nothing major. And obviously my Christmas gifts as well, because I've seen everybody else doing that. And I've done it, I think I've done it the last 2 years as well, so I thought, yeah, I'll show you what I got. First thing I want to say as well, I do apologise to anybody who watches Saturday night specials. I know I did say I was going to put a new one up this Saturday coming, but I did actually forget that this Saturday is New Year's Eve, so I won't have the chance to post one because, it is New Year's Eve and, celebrations, etc. So, yeah, I do apologise about that, guys. What I'll do is I'll definitely, the week after, I'll start again. I know there's not a lot of people that watch those videos, but the people that do want to watch them, definitely a week Saturday there'll be a new Saturday night special, I promise. So yeah, here we go, guys. So I'll just crack on. I'll show you my pickups first, and then I'll move on to the Christmas gifts. Oh, I got a cup of tea. God, I need that. Right, okay. So first one I got, you'll have already seen if you've watched the gameplay of this one. It's a game called Classified the Sentinel Crisis for the original Xbox. I'll show you the screenshots on the back there. So I think, I'm pretty certain I only got it to about $2.99 with postage, so it wasn't expensive from eBay. And basically I've got a list of Xbox games I need to get in there. There's only a small list because I'm not going for a full collection or anything, so there's only a certain amount of games I want to get. I think there's about 15, 16 games, something like that. A couple of them are extremely expensive and they're going to have to be found in the wild because I can't buy them off eBay, they're just ridiculously priced. I mean, they're not like extortionate, I mean, you're talking like 15 quid or something, but £15 for an Xbox game, I'm not paying that, it's just ridiculous. But the others are really cheap, so I'll just pick them up whenever I can, really. Doesn't matter if I get them online or find them in the wild. Find them in the wild would be better though. But anyway, yeah, Classified Sentinel Crisis. If you saw the gameplay, you'll know what it's like. It's a standard first-person shooter. It's not breaking any boundaries. The story is okay. The acting isn't brilliant. And gameplay-wise, the AI is a bit stupid. But I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, you get a grenade launcher, which is always a plus in my book. If you get a grenade launcher in a first-person shooter, then I'm happy. And it has a really cool sniper effect where, when you want to go into sniper mode, a little lens comes out the top, a little scope comes out the top of your gun, which I thought was a really cool little feature. It was nice. I mean, it's a very basic first-person shooter, but yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's quite good. It's one of them games you just pick up and you go, it was a couple of quid or a couple of dollars, and for that fact, I don't mind playing through it. It's enjoyable enough to get through. I mean, obviously back in the day, if you'd have paid like £40 or $60, you'd have been absolutely gutted. But for a couple of pounds, it was worth it. So that's Classified Sentinel Crisis on the Xbox. Next, I picked up a couple of Sega Saturn games. I wanted to really get into the Saturn, make the most of it, try and explore the games, see what they're all about. Because there's not that many. There's only, I think, oh god, I can't remember. It's around about 250-ish. So it's not a massive library game, so it's going to be interesting to just go through and find the gems. This first game I got, I don't know if it's a gem or not because I've not played it yet, but it's one I just wanted to basically get and try out after seeing Darren Walshok did a PlayStation gameplay for number 2 of this game, and it looked really cool. And I saw this was on the Saturn, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And it's Actua Golf, and as you can see, it's in really good condition as well. I'm happy with this. These cases are murder. I'll basically tell you a story. With this game, that's the other thing and all, there's nothing to hold the manual, so every time you open it, the manual's upside down on top of the disc. What were they thinking? There you go, it's in complete and it's in great condition. Now, basically, I originally got this game off Amazon from a company called Chips. Now, they're a retro game company in the UK, and I can't remember, it was up north somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it was, the actual shop that it came from. And it was a bit of a risk because Amazon Marketplace, you never really know what you're getting. But they listed it as very good in the condition. Now they didn't actually put a description, so it was a risk. It was so cheap, it was only a couple of pounds, so I thought, well, for a couple of quid I'll take a risk and see if it is in very good condition. And when it arrived, basically, the spine was completely trashed, which seems to be a regular thing with these cases. The top and the bottom of the spine would come off. There was a stain on the front, there was a stain on the manual, the disc was scratched to it was just scratched to shit. It was in really terrible condition. And luckily they put a piece of paper in with the game saying thanks for your purchase. If you're not happy, return it for a full refund within 14 working days. And so I did. And you know, you're literally talking, I think it was around about £4 total with postage shipping. It wasn't a lot. But I thought, well, you know, I'm not going to let this go because it's not in good enough condition. And so I sent it back and left them a feedback saying, it was stating exactly what was wrong with it and why I thought it was in bad condition. Because I thought that way, at least anyone else who's buying games from them can check the feedback and say, oh, well, that guy had a bad experience. Maybe I shouldn't take the risk and I should pay a little bit extra and go with someone better. But yeah, it's a shame. So I'm definitely in Amazon Marketplace when it comes to Saturn games. Because unfortunately, Saturn games, they have so many different... I mean, is there 3 different types of case? I'm sure I've seen 3 different types so far. And this is the worst one. They just get damaged really easily. But I picked this one up on eBay. Won it on auction, which I don't usually do, but I got it on auction for 99 pence because no one bid on it, plus postage, which was about £2. So yeah, I was really happy with that. And it says minimal wear to the spine as well, which I don't mind. I mean, you're probably just going to always get wear of some kind, but as long as it's not severely damaged like the other one, I'm fine with that. It looks to be 3D. I don't know if it actually is or not, if it's truly 3D, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the Saturn holds up, because you know the Saturn's always been saying, people say the Saturn isn't very good at 3D. But I personally don't think, from what I've seen so far, the games look that bad. I mean, I'm never sure which games are actually truly 3D and which ones are on like a 2D game on a 3D plane or 3D game on a 2D plane or whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't understand the technical side of it. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it anyway. So next one I picked up is a game I've wanted for the Saturn since I got the console. And basically, this particular auction had been on sale. It started at a buy now price of £13. It was either, I remember what it was, either buy now £12.99 or buy now £13.99. I'm pretty sure it was £12.99. It had free postage as well, which was great. But it didn't have a photo on the auction, it was just a stock photo. And the description was really descriptive. It was like, you know, this game is in fantastic condition. I've got 2 copies and this is in better condition than the one I've got, which I thought was a bit odd. Why would you sell the one that's in better condition? But whatever. And he was saying, like, you know, the case is in excellent condition, the manual's in perfect condition, the disc is immaculate. And I thought, no, that sounds pretty good, but for £13, I don't really want to take a risk on a game that's only got a stock photo and a description. It's too much of a risk. And, you know, I don't want the aggravation of it turning up, being in bad condition, and then I have to reply to the seller and send it back, and no, I don't want to do that. So I left it for a couple of weeks, and I checked again, and I was looking for the listings, and it came up again, and it lowered the price. I think it was down to about £11.99, and this was just before Christmas, and I thought, that's a really good price, you know. I mean, that's not bad. It's not much of a lowering, but still, for the game, it's a really decent price. But I still passed on it, and then just before Christmas, I'm pretty certain, I've got my phone on me, unfortunately I can't check. I'm pretty certain I got this for £10.99. I'm pretty certain. And yeah, I just saw it, you know, he still hadn't sold it after all that time. It got been about 3 or 4 weeks, and I just thought, I'm going to buy it, what the hell, for £10, I'm going to take the risk. And I'm so glad I did, because when it arrived, it's in great condition. And it is Street Fighter Alpha 2. As you can see, it's in fantastic shape. I think there's like extremely minor wear down the one edge. I mean, you can hardly see it really. There you go, it's absolutely fantastic. The disc does have a couple of marks, but you're talking very, very small marks, very tiny. Nothing to really complain about at all. And the manual is in fantastic shape as well. And there's the disc. Yeah, it's really good. I played this after Christmas because I didn't have time before, or during obviously. But yeah, I've tried it the other day. Really, really nice. The sound, oh man, the CD sound, you can't beat it. The music just sounds fantastic on it. Really nice graphics as well. I mean, you know, as everyone says, the Sega CD can do 2D really well, and it's beautiful. And I've got my 2 pads as well, which I talked about before Christmas. I ordered. I've got my Sega Saturn Model 2 controllers. I've got 2 of those, and I don't know if you can see them behind me or not, because I don't know how angled the camera is, but the boxes are up there anyway. But yeah, I've got 2 controllers boxed, and I must admit the Model 2 controller much better, especially for playing this. It's really, really, really good. So yeah, really happy to have that. And when you play that and you look at the Super Nintendo, it really does blow your mind how they did that on the Super Nintendo. It's ridiculous. Right, so on to the Christmas gifts now. So just grab me 2 before it goes cold. Right, okay. So I've got a couple of gaming items and some non-gaming items. Now, the reason I'm showing the non-gaming items is it's just to spice it up, break it up a little bit. My good friend Blue Tonic 78 has been collecting music CDs again. He's been doing it for like the last year or so, and he's been getting back into it, and it's inspired me in a way because for years now I've stopped buying CDs, and I used to buy tons. I mean, I'd literally go into HMV, which is a music store in the UK. I don't know if they've got that anywhere else. They probably have, but anyway, I used to go into HMV when I was younger, and I'd come out with like a bag full of CDs, and I'd just buy every album under the sun. I was, just look at an album and go, that looks interesting, I'll try that and buy it. And then it got to the point where MP3s became the big thing and downloads, and I just kind of like never got around to like buying CDs again. Wasn't that bothered, which I know is going to sound really weird when I'm totally against digital downloads for games, but there's a completely different type of medium, and I could never do it for games. I always have to have the physical media. I could never buy just downloads. So yeah, so I did buy myself a CD last year, and then started me off, and it got me in the mood again. And I ordered that was really bad. I asked for a couple of CDs for Christmas, and Mum and Dad got me these, which is I'm really happy with. Basically, the last year or so, I mean, I'm very eclectic in my tastes. I listen to pretty much anything. There's only a couple of styles of music that I don't like, but not many. The only music that I really don't like is drum and bass. I be for dance music, and that's about it really. I think that's I'm pretty certain that's the most of what I don't like. Anything else I'm pretty much willing to give it a shot. But the last year or so I've been really into pop music, and so the first album I got was Cher Lloyd's Sticks and Stones. Absolutely love this album. It is bloody brilliant. It's just fantastic. Obviously you have to like pop music because a lot of people don't, but it can be a bit snobby and like, oh, it's pop music, but I love it. I think this album is fantastic. I've been playing it to death, and I just can't get enough of it. And Superman in particular, Superhero. I'm crap with song names. Superhero is just the best song on the album. I love that tune. It's just great. Really, really good album. Debut album. She's got Busta Rhymes on the debut album. I mean, that's impressive. I don't know how she managed that. Unless his career's going downhill. I don't know, but awesome. And the next one I got was the fantastic Jessie J. Amazing album. One of the best singers to come out of the UK in the last couple of years. Phenomenal. This girl, her voice is just amazing. When you hear her sing live, it's just... There ain't nobody that can touch her. She's amazing. Love that album. Right, so next thing I got that's non-gaming related was a Blu-ray, and it is Supernatural Season 6. Basically, I would say this is my second favourite TV show of all time. First show being Alias, because nothing touches Alias. But I'm a massive, massive fan of Supernatural. I love it to bits, and it's just absolutely brilliant. So I buy them every year they come out. And I've just started watching this. I've watched the first 4 episodes. I've just watched Weekend at Bobby's for anybody who watches Supernatural, it's just such a brilliant episode. I mean, I watched it when it was aired on TV anyway, but it's just going back and watching it again, it's really funny. It's just brilliant. The good thing about this, if you're a Supernatural fan, when they got to season 5, the guy who wrote this originally only wanted to do 5 seasons, and then there's all this hoo-ha about whether they're going to continue the show after the 5 seasons because he wasn't interested in continuing. And basically, I can't remember the name of the woman, but one of the women that works on the show took over the reins and produced season 6, and then they're doing season 7 at the moment, and it's just brilliant. It's really, really good. It's continued on so well. They've really held well to the story and the characters, and they haven't deviated and ruined it in any way, so I'm really happy. I love it. If you've never watched Supernatural, you should definitely sit down and start watching it from season 1. Absolutely brilliant show. Okay, so on to the gaming stuff, which is what you all want to see, of course, obviously. So first one up, guys, is Saints Row the Third on PlayStation 3. Absolutely mental. I'm a massive Saints Row fan. I remember getting the first one on Xbox 360, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a brilliant game. Yeah, it was a Grand Theft Auto clone, blatantly, but it had its own sense of humour, and I like the characters in the game as well. I thought they were really good. I like the customisation, even though it was very minimal at the time. And I really, really enjoyed the game a lot. And so when number 2 came out, I was dying to get it. And number 2 was just brilliant. I mean, they just completely went for it in number 2. And the customisation was completely off the hook. It was just totally over the top and just brilliant. And I had a lot of fun with it because it just doesn't take itself seriously. You're just running around blowing stuff up, running people down, just having fun. There's no serious a story to it, but it wasn't a serious story. It was just really silly. And Saints Row the Third, I started it yesterday. I've only done a couple of missions so far, and it's just absolutely mental. It's just insane. I mean, I saw Jurassic Junkie talking about it the other day, and about the first mission when you come out of a plane and you're skydiving, you're shooting all these guys, and then you rescue Shandy, and as you're holding Shandy, another plane comes towards you. You drop Shandy, shoot the window out of the plane, dive through the plane, killing everybody. I mean, it's absolutely mental. It's just like, you just sit there going, what the hell, man? It's brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it so far. It looks really nice as well. I mean, the graphics aren't the best graphics in the world, but it does look really, really pretty, and nice colours, you know, really sharp. Really great sense of humour in the game, which is the one thing I love the most about it. It does make me laugh a lot, and they're not bothered about taking the piss out of themselves, which I really like. But it's just a cracking game, and I can't wait to play more of it and finish it and see where the story goes. It's just quality. And so the other game I got for Christmas, guys, is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I got this, and I just haven't put it down yet. It is Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. If you haven't played this, you just have to. It's just absolutely brilliant. To be honest, if you've not got a 3DS and you've been sitting around waiting for a game to come out to justify the purchase, this is the one. This is the system seller right here. This game is absolutely fantastic. It's just phenomenal. I played it last night, and I've got to say, I'm on World 6 already, and there's 8 worlds, and it's very easy. And I have read and heard that apparently once you complete the 8 worlds, another 8 worlds reopen up, and it's like a remix of the original 8 worlds, but the game gets a shitload harder, and it's a lot more challenging, which is an interesting way of going about it. I don't know why they've done that, if that's because they're thinking of their casual market that they have with the Wii and the DS, and they're thinking that if you make the game easy to start with, they can play that and get better and better, and then they'll have more challenging levels afterwards. It'll build their skills up, I don't know, but either way I don't care, because this game is brilliant. The graphics are absolutely beautiful. I mean, the use of colour in this game is just phenomenal, and the 3D, absolutely without doubt. Star Fox was the best 3D I'd seen. Then I played this, the best 3D ever. I can have this on full 3D. It has no effect on my eyes whatsoever, and it's weird because it looks completely natural. Like the game is meant to be that way. It doesn't look, you know, like when you just look at a 2D game, it just doesn't affect your eyes at all. You just sit there and play it, and you're completely relaxed into it. It's like that, and the 3D is just amazing. The depth is just unreal. It's so good the way they've done it, and you even get things popping up out the screen, which I thought was really cool, because I was waiting to see that in a game. It's just fantastic. The level of depth just blew my mind now. When you're on high platforms and you're looking down through the clouds to platforms you've got to drop to, you get this massive amount of depth, and it just looks so natural and so well done. The level design is just fantastic. I was on World 6 last night, and I was so impressed. This is really weird, because this is not an innovation in gaming, but it's something that just made me go, no way. And it was, you're in this one level, you run through a doorway, and you're in a lift, and the lift goes down, and I was like, holy shit, Mario's got a lift. I was like, my god, he's moving on. It really shocked me. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. But it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, the good thing about the game is, even though the first couple of worlds are really easy as I'm going through them, you still have the collectathon. Basically, you have massive gold coins instead of gold stars, and you have 3 on each level to find. And so there's a lot that I haven't found yet, and so I'm going to have to go right back to World 1 when I complete the game, and go back through trying to find the extra coins that I haven't found. So there's all that to do, you know, as well as play the game anyway. And then there's the extra levels later on which open up and are supposed to be really, really good, which I've not seen anything about yet, and I'm not willing to go online and have a look for, so I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, it's just, it's absolutely, it's so brilliant. It really is. It's probably the best Mario game I've played since New Super Mario Brothers. It's just fantastic. Love it to bits. I hope to God that on the Wii U, not only do we get, like, we'll probably get Mario Galaxy 3 by that point, I would assume, but I'm hoping we get another, not, obviously this is 3D, but another 2D type game, because I just love them. Because this is, even though it's in 3D, it's a 2D style of play, which sounds odd, but it is. Yeah, it's just fantastic. It really is. And the Tanuki suit's badass. You do get it too often though. The power-ups are too easy to get, and a lot of people have said you get too many lives, and you do. I'm up to about 35 lives already, which is ridiculous. But I have died quite a few times as well lately. But yeah, love this game. If you haven't got a 3DS, buy one and play this. If you've got a 3DS and you didn't know if you well, I don't know if most people would be thinking about whether or not to buy this. I think most people would buy this, but if you have been on the fence, Go and spend the money because you won't be disappointed. It's fantastic. So yeah guys, that's what I picked up over Christmas and got for my Christmas gifts. So I'm really happy. I'm having a great time at the moment, and yeah, Christmas has been really good. Had a good time, enjoyed that, and that's it really. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you all again soon.